Hello folks, welcome back. It's not raining today, it has been raining all week just about, but today is nice and sunny. I'm going to crack on, but I'm not going to crack on outside just yet. I'm going to crack on in the shed because I've been busy in there for the past couple of days, and you're going to see a makeover like no other makeover. It's not finished yet, but it's a work in progress. I'll show you what's going on. First of all, I'm gonna fill the kettle and all that kind of thing. See you in a bit. Right folks, just while that kettle boils, I'll show you what I've been doing in the shed. You might have noticed a difference already. A nice tidy bench. I've put some floating shelves up. That's going to be clear. Like I say, it's a work in progress. So, got my coffee and tea and all that up there. Well, not my tea, just my coffee and my sugar and all that kind of thing. But here we go. I'll spin you around. I'll start from here. So I've cladded all the wall with carpet, as you can see, and then I'm busy painting this pine cladding. I'll do that this afternoon, give it another lick of paint. But I am going to be busy one day, I don't know about today, but I'm going to make a little box area for that so it can sit on top. Instead of having this table like that, I'm going to make a proper boxed in section for that fire to sit on top of, and then it'll look nice and neat. Like I say, I've been painting the pine cladding. So here's another wall, all done. Got some shelves up there, keep bits and bobs on. Got my flag up the right way. This bench is just full of stuff. Like I say, I'm busy sorting through things. They'll get there one day. But what do you think of that, folks, so far, eh? Got my guitars hanging up there. Got a coat hanger. Got my bench. Got some storage area under there. The bench has been underlaid and carpeted. The carpet's all the way around. Like I say, I've got some shelves up there for me bits and bobs. Splendid. So folks, what do you think of that? Not bad for a few days work. Well, not even a few days, say about 6 hours altogether. And it's halfway there. I just need to get a little bit of carpet for that roof, and then it'll be finished. And there's some carpet for the floor. Good job he made a carpet fitter, and you can get loads of offcuts. So anyway, what do you think of that, folks? It's a lot tidier, eh? Somewhere nice to sit. Spot on. Right, I'm going to have this cuppa. See you in a bit. Well, it's actually a nice day for a change. You wouldn't think it was summer. It's nice though. Anyway, I've been busy here. I was given a tent off somebody, and a few of the poles were missing. So I've just been sorting out a few of my old spare poles there, and I've managed to get it up. So I've got a new tent there. Might try it out one day. But I just thought while I'm here, I'll show you the flowers, because they're absolutely fantastic this year. Look at all them. This white one just appeared. Very nice. Well, I've just been watching a load of bees on these dahlias, the yellow ones. Oop, it's getting caught up on the tent there. Well, that's a nice little spread. And them everlasting sweet peas are doing alright as well. I'll show you them from the other side. Most of them have got the seed now, so I should start taking the seeds off and producing more flowers, eh? But aye, they're lovely them. I see how tall they are. Very nice. But aye, it was a nice little surprise, that one there this morning. Beautiful. There's a couple down here as well. Seen these purpley pink colour ones. Crimson, I don't know. While I'm passing as well, folks, I was just noticed this on my apple tree. Well, one of the apples, it's a it's 2 apple trees grafted onto one. This one looks like Braeburn, which are doing alright, but these apples, which I can't remember the name of, are just seem to be dying off. So is there any apple experts in the house? What's happening to them? Don't look very good. But these ones look quite nice. I'm going to have to get that net over so the squirrels don't get them. So I've been busy in the shed. There's the artichoke, I'll just show you that when I'm here. Starting to flower, but as you can see with the weight of it, it's fell over. But anyway, I'll do a little bit gardening later on. But for now, like I say, I'm just busy tidying the shed, getting the makeover done. A couple of dahlias on this side as well. Very picturesque. So like I say, the shed, I've just give the pine cladding another coat of paint there. It's looking good. And like I said earlier, what I want to do is take this out altogether and then make a stronger sort of box thing for it to sit on, and then I can store the wood underneath, and then it'll go along there and hide all of that under there as well, so it should be spot on. I'm going to wait to paint the back of this until the fire's out, because I can get easier. It's easier. But as you can see there, I need to replace one of them bits of pine cladding. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm going to tidy this bench up now, just so you can see what it's like in full effect. It looks kinda good, even if I do say so myself. Anyway, it is hot today, like, so I better get and do some gardening as well, I suppose. Got hours to kill, so I'll be here for hours. Spot on. See you in a bit. Oh, well, it's warm out there, folks, and the shed is now tidy. What do you think of my new bench? Nice little seating area there, and if I wanted to, I'll just put my cuppa down there so I don't spill it. I can lie down, and as you can see up there, I've got one of my clocks working. It's the correct time. It's 4:05. Spot on. So I'm quite pleased with my achievements. I just sit like this because it's easier than sitting on an angle. I'm quite pleased with what I've achieved in the past couple of days. There's still quite a bit to do, but it's getting there. And I've got quite a canny little seat here for people when they come and all that. Storage underneath. I am going to get some carpet for this bit here, and just so it's hidden, out of sight, out of mind, and all that. Anyway, the reason I've stopped to chat for a bit is because as I was going through loads of rubbish stuff that I've accumulated over the years, I found these papers. Now these are interesting. They belong to old John, who was Ray's mate, who has got the garden at the top, Spencer's garden. He was a champion chrysanthemum grower in the 80s and 90s, and he has some of his certificates. I'll just have a quick zoom in there, folks. There's quite a few. I don't want to chuck them out. First prize, Northumberland and Durham chrysanthemum. First prize, John Charlton, Northumberland and Durham Chrysanthemum Dahlia Society. So I don't want to chuck them out. What do you think I should do with them? It's quite a lot there. The National Chrysanthemum Society affiliated associations. Silver. Very good. I was a champion there. He was a really good chrysanthemum grower. He knew his stuff. I learnt a lot off him over the years. I also found a few things. This is a garden news. Good gardening guide. That's from like the 70s or something. It's honest, interesting reading. For example, I was just flicking through it before there, and it's got a questions and answers thing for the greenhouse. And the first thing I glanced at was, question: must grapevines be planted on the outside of a greenhouse and brought through into the hole in the glass? Now that's interesting because somebody asked us that the other week, and here is the answer. Years ago, when the greenhouse had deep foundations, this was the only way that it could be done. But nowadays, greenhouses rarely have foundations, and it is possible to plant the vine inside and allow the roots to run underneath. So there you go. Get some handy tips out of these. Most of these things in these books are forgotten now. Your practical guide to weed control, garden news. Loads of hints and tips. Interesting. Very interesting. I should do a Jack Canori type thing and read some of these books. Give you a bit hints and tips. The Garden News, Book of Fuchsias. There's a poster here. Onion diseases. I should put that up on the wall, shouldn't I? There's a couple of science in the vegetable garden. A practical guide, Series A, based on the research at the NVRS, Wellesbourne, Warwick. The Queen's Award for Technical Achievement. So this one here is, what's this one about? Fertilizers in the vegetable garden. Plant breeding and Avon varieties. Growing outdoor bush tomatoes. Lettuce mildew, destroyer of quality. Growing mini cauliflowers. Club root in the vegetable garden. See, these will be interesting to read. Let us know if you want us to read some of them out while I'm having a cuppa one time. Soil structure in the vegetable garden. Spacing in the vegetable garden. Spacing in the vegetable garden 2. So you see, spacing is important. It's got 2 things. Leaf lettuce in the vegetable garden. Cabbage root fly in the vegetable garden. White rot of onions. Right, this is very interesting. How do I keep white rot out of the garden? Only by scrupulously excluding all the sources of infected plants and contaminated soil. Make sure that the allium seedlings, i.e. leeks, are raised in sterilized soil. Do not use composted plant material unless you are sure that it does not contain the remains of any infected onions. So there you go. Learn something new every day, especially if you keep watching. These ones are interesting as well. He used to keep diaries of his stuff that he was doing. Times he planted stuff and that. Like there, yellow duke, root, 17th of the 12th, 1978. And the first stop was on the 16th of April. Then the bud taken, the 5th of August, and then the show of the colour, and then the full bloom is in the 10th of November. So it's interesting, like I say, from root to full bloom took 251 days. That's really interesting. In the back here, he's got a little tips about onions. So the onion bed, dig trench 12 inches deep. Then first put 6-inch greens in the bottom, and then put 4 inches of soil on top. Place manure on top, then cover with soil. Sprinkle 5 ounces of bone meal to the square yard and 5 of sulfate of potash. Then manure on top again. Place 4-inch soil on the top. Spread basic slag 4 ounce to the square meter. Leave to winter. Put covers over middle of January to warm up the soil. So that's the perfect start for your onion beds. Do you want us to read it again? No, I'll not bother reading it again. But here's another thing that he's wrote out here. Sow onions mid-December, about 17th or after, 60 to 65 degrees. Prick out at loop stage into John Innes number 2. Stand on peat. Leave seed on, let it rot off. Leave seed on, let it rot off by itself. It's hard to read his writing actually. February the 10th. Second pipe is about 3 inches high. February the 20th. Third pipe on some, about 4 inches higher. Roots not at bottom. 1st of March, dress with the 2 inches of square yard sulfate of potash and super phosphorus. Super phosphorus. The 3rd of March, put the cover over after the fertilizer. Then the 4-inch root, prepare to plant out around the 27th of April, harvest by the 26th of September. So I am full of handy little tips, especially if you're into growing chrysanthemums like. I'm not going to bore you with any more of that, but it's interesting. Let us know if you want us to start reading things and all that kind of thing. I'm going to sit here, finish my cuppa, and then I think I'll do some work outside because it's a nice day. See you in a bit. Well folks, that's a rare sight, the sun. It's been a lovely evening, it's 5:45 now. I've been busy. I'll show you, I've been up in the wildlife area, in the shade. It's nice. I've been pottering round, it's just nice to get stuck in, make things look a little bit more tidy and presentable and stuff like that. So I'll take you to the entrance first. I'll spin you around. So, pardon me, starting to get some blackberries on now, which is very early because they used to be out in October, but that's another thing. So anyway, I've tidied up round here, look. Nice little wildlife area now. Got some crocosmia coming up there. And there's the pond, the other pond that I've got, which is just an old boat sand pit or something. There's the nice golden rod here, and I've tidied up round here as well. It's a nice little shaded spot under this tree. It's a mock orange bush. I should say bush. But that's me pigeon manure compost, which will be ready soon, I should imagine. So it's nice and tidy around here. The birds are all quiet now. They're all roosted in this, so I'll leave them be. This clematis here, very nice. Very nice indeed. So that's the wildlife area, folks. A little bit tidier than what it was. I'm going to crack on and do something else now. First of all, I'm going to have my cuppa, because it should be cool by now. Sound. See you in a bit. Right, well, I'm just about done for the day, so I'll just start off the tour from the wildlife area. Lovely flowers there. I'm not sure of the variety, but they're very nice. I'll show you what's been grown. Oh, there's an empty allotment just over the way there, and I can't help myself. I found a nice set of metal shelves there for the greenhouse, or the tool shed, which is my next little project. And I also got that bin there, furnace, to start burning things when they're needed. So that's canny. I'll show you something else that I got as well, but I don't really need it. But I'll show you. Anyway, here's me potatoes. They're doing alright. Had a right downpour yesterday, so they don't need watering. The leeks are starting to pick up eventually, and these beans aren't doing anything really. I'd be surprised if I get anything off these. They are starting to climb, but it's a bit late, I think. Anyway, never mind, there's always next year. I'll just quickly show you in the brassica cage. I've noticed as well, see if I can get in without being a mission. There's bloody motorbikes. Right, let's have a look in here. There. As you can see, it's starting to get some broccoli on there. It's not very big, but it's growing. And this Dictorcanasa or whatever, the kale is doing alright as well. Be nearly ready to pick. Look at that. Very picturesque with a little raindrop there on it. Anyway, the cabbages are starting to form hearts now, so everything's looking good in there, folks. I'll just put that back under there because don't want any pigeons getting in, because if they do, that's it, they've had it. So that's them. There's beetroot. Don't know if it'll come to anything. Everything was late this year, folks, as you know. Let's have a look on here. Well, we're starting to get some turnips, or swede, but I call them turnips because that's what they are. I'm not going to get into an argument, folks, but they're doing alright, I suppose. Get that down again there, just to keep the pigeons off, because they'll strip everything. I'll probably pick these broad beans today as well while I'm here, or I might just leave them for a little bit longer. I'll leave them for another day. Wednesday, while I'm up, I'll harvest my broad beans. This artichoke I showed you before started to flower, but it's fell over. The bees love it. There's plenty more there. plenty more. Hopefully these ones won't fall over. Doesn't that look like a lovely shot there, folks? Proper garden scene. Should take a picture of that actually. Just like that. Right, what else can I show you? Oh, me other find. As if I need a chair, another chair. You know how I seem to collect clocks? Well, I seem to collect chairs as well. But I couldn't refuse this chair, man. It's another nursing chair. But this one's got a little footstool rocking chair thing as well. So I had to get it. I don't know where I'll put it yet, but it was too good to just chuck or let go to rot. I'm going to have a look at these onions. They'll probably be harvested on Wednesday as well while I'm up, because it doesn't look like they're going to grow anymore. Saying that, they are still standing up straight. There's only a couple that have actually flopped over, so we'll see what happens. This lemon balm is going to start to go to flower here. That's not good. And this Virginia creeper is starting to creep, do its thing. Excellent. One day all that'll be covered and it'll look cool. Right next to me little sculpture thing. And if you're wondering, folks, it's a YouTuber garden, because I'm a YouTuber. I've got that tent stood up. I'll have to put it up. I'll just leave it up for now. It's not doing any harm. But I'm well chuffed with these flowers this year, especially the everlasting sweet pea. Can you see he's pointing there in the window? You! Yes, you! Them. Lovely. And these dahlias, like I showed you before, enjoying the sun. Quite a few on. And there's the white one. Look, whoa, lovely. Right, I'll take it into the greenhouse before I go into the shed. Here's another pile of weeds to burn. The never-ending fire pile, folks. But I've got plans for this. I've got some more wood to burn. But this carpet, I'll get rid of this obviously, but some of it, like this carpet here, is Hessian backed. There's no plastic or anything. It's not made from plastic. It's all Hessian backed carpet. And this is actually lamb's wool carpet. This very posh and expensive. So what I might use it for is to put down on the ground, stop the weeds or something. But I don't worry, it will rot away. It's Hessian backed, very posh carpet. There's some more dahlias. They are, they're starting to close up now actually. But we're going to the shed. No, not the shed. I've moved that sink there as well because it was in the way. Now I can fully open the door. So we'll go in the greenhouse before I go into the shed. Show you what's happening in here. Cucumbers are grown. Plenty of flowers on. And I don't know. Oh, there's one. Cucumbers are starting to form, folks. The cucumbers are starting to form. Not many, like. I can just see male flowers, which you are supposed to prick off. There's one there. I prick off male granville. Pick off the male flowers because they'll just make your cucumbers turn bitter. Well, that's what they used to say anyway. The grapes are doing alright there, with a nice bit of sun flare coming through the dapple shade. And as the sun sets in the dapple shade of the grapevine, Dave shows you around his allotment. The grapes are doing alright still, and in fact I've just noticed they're starting to ripen up. They are black grapes, Hamburg, that's what they're called. So anyway, let's go into the shed, the new improved shed. What do you think of that, folks? It's not finished yet, like I say, but it's getting there. Got a nice comfortable bench there with the storage area underneath. Got my shelf up here. I need to sort out where the pictures are going to go and stuff. But I've got my shelf there, that's spot on. My signs up. My little sculpture. I did that when I first got the allotment. Because I used to do things like that. Sculptures and shit. Oops, I swore there, folks, sorry. These gnomes I've had for years. Brendan and Rob. If yous are still watching, Brendan and Rob, yous are still there. There's Walker de Plank. Alright, Walker de Plank. Haven't seen you for a while, eh? That's a thing I got from Tesco's years ago. 20 pence, I couldn't refuse. It was 20 pence. It used to light up as well. That's Annie's cuddly toy. A cuddly toy! What was that off? The conveyor belt. Aye, that's Annie's cuddly toy, so I kept it for a few books on. I've got a few books, a few more books, sorry. Got a couple of videos there. Because I haven't got a video player here, like. I didn't know why they're here, actually. But aye, the clock's working. It's now 25 past 6. So I'm going to start putting all of these things back up on the wall eventually. I'm going to put that bass, hang it up there. Or maybe I'll put the guitar there, I don't know. But probably the bass, because I've got nowhere else to put it. I've got this pine cladding final coat. It's looking alright. So my next job, this is the big job, folks. The big job, the big jobby. I'm going to take this off the table and build a proper like table thing for it with storage underneath for wood to burn and all that. So it should look quite nice. The bench thing will come from here and go along to there. That'll be the corner bit, and that can sit on there nicely. Now, as you can see there, the fire's pointing in on the inside of the shed. Now, in an ideal world, it would be better to have the fire pointing this way, so then I could box in and it would all be like right angle cuts instead of having to sort of box in there. I don't know, I'm thinking to myself, folks, here, just bear with us. So that's the next job. Probably next time I make the video. Not on Wednesday, I'll be busy getting me broad beans and onions out, but on the next Sunday's video I should imagine that'll be done. And then once the fire's out of there, I can paint the rest of that pine cladding and put a long piece up there in the end, make it look nice and all that. So I've got, like I say, this wall here. Once this is empty, it'll be going. I'm going to get, I really need to get rid of that chair as well, folks. If anybody needs a chair, I've got two. I don't want to burn them, I don't want to chuck them away. They're too good and really comfortable chairs. But anyway, I'm drifting there. Like I say, once that is empty, I'm just going to use my gas stove to boil a kettle, and that'll free up a lot of space there. I've got my little shelf there with my things on. Got my cups and coffee and all that up there. My spatula for the bacon. There's another sculpture I did a few years ago. Annie. There's Willy Worm. If anybody's wondering where he was, there he is. And my little bibbly bobbly pig and a bibbly bobbly elephant. Just put these bags up here for now, just to keep them out of the way. I've got this. I'm going to try it. Never had this before. Wild berry slush iron brew. I wonder what that'll taste like. I remember the last time I drunk some iron brew, something happened. I wonder if it'll happen again. Stay tuned to find out. Got me little wood burning, me little fire twig burner here. Might test it out later on with a few bits of them decking. See what it's like, see if it works properly. Because now I know how to use them. You're supposed to get the fire so it cools. I'm not going to bore you with that anyway. I've put me mirror. I put my mirror there. Right there and all that way. So that's spot on. I've got another clock up there because I've got a infatuation with clocks and chairs. But this is a good clock. This is from a darkroom, photography darkroom, and it glows in the dark, man. It's cool. So anyway, right. I think I'll drink that iron brew now. The sun's going down. It's nice and cool. I'll see you in a bit. Right, folks, I'm a bit thirsty. I'm sick of drinking coffee. So, like I say, I'm going to try this. Never had it before. Didn't even know it existed. Wild berry slush iron brew. So let's see what happens here, folks. See what it tastes like. Cheers. Dave, man, that ain't no iron brew. What the hell? Hello, folks. Can you remember me? Jock. I haven't been here for a while, but I'm coming back. I'm gonna tidy up Dave's garden for him and all that kind of thing, like Dave said. Anyway, this isn't iron brew, man. This is terrible. And I help my Bob. In fact, you know what it is, Dave? It isn't even worth drinking. I'll show you what I do. Yuck! Right, I'm gonna crack on. See you in a bit. Right, I've just been busy there, chopping a little bit wood. Just got a little bit decking, that big, and chopped it into bits. So I want to get this fire on the go, see if it boils a kettle. Should be interesting to find out. The last time I tried it, I did it wrong. But since then, I've been watching videos of people using these, and I've got one of them zebra billy cans, and you can cook bread and all sorts in there. So stay tuned, folks, because I'm going to be doing some cooking on the allotment. Now I've got a nice clean kitchen. I'll not be using the wood burning stove in there, but I'll be cooking on gas. But like I say, I just want to see if I can actually get some good coals going in this fire. It's a Robin's make, good one. Right, like I say though, I'm going to start doing some cooking. It would be nice to make like a vegetable stew out of the veg that I've got growing in the allotment. Not much this year, but I suppose I could put some tatties and turnip in there and onion, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get this fire started. I'm just going to use a little bit of egg box carton to get it started. Got a little bit kindling chopped there, and the rest, like I say, should hopefully create some good coals. So I'll get on with that. So it's starting to get a canny flame going there. Like I say though, I just want to build up some nice hot coals before I start boiling the kettle. But boiling the kettle is just the start, folks, because like I said before, I'm going to start trying to do some cooking on the allotment using the fire pit. One day using the fire pit with my pizza oven, and I'll try and make some bread or something, because I really want to use that zebra can, the zebra billy can. Sorry there, I got a mouthful of smoke. So I'll crack on, keep burning this, get the kettle on, take away the taste of that iron brew. It made us feel a bit weird, that iron brew. I'm never drinking that again. Anyway, get the kettle on. See you in a bit. Right, we're starting to get some nice glowing embers there, so might as well get the kettle on. See how long that takes to boil. Back in a bit. Well, there's the kettle boiling. Let's take it off. Let's see what time it is now. It was 7:29 before, and I just started the fire, and the time is now 20 to 8. So say 8 minutes to boil the kettle from cold start. I'll get that in there. Spot on. So I'll let that cool down a bit, and I'll sign off on my seat, on my chair. Spot on. Well folks, that's me done for the day. I'm absolutely exhausted, I am. Going to finish my cuppa and edit this video when I get back in the house. Spot on. So till the next time folks, take care, and always thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. Really does mean a lot, and here's to many more subscribers and all that. I'm drifting now, so I'm going to finish this and I'm going to head home. Nice one. See you later. Bye. Ha, I finished my cup ages ago, man. See you later.